So guys, I was asked that if Manny Pacquiao was to fight Errol Spence now, what would I make of it and who do I think would win? Guys, you know what? I'll be perfectly honest with you. I thought before the accident, for me, Errol was a favourite in the fight. He was quite a big favourite, actually. I thought Manny could win the fight, but I thought he was quite a significant favourite, and I thought Errol would beat him, if I'm totally honest. And I mentioned this before. However, now, after the accident, right, Manny needs to take that fight right now. Or when I mean right now, I mean in the summer, or have Errol Spence, force Errol Spence into the fight. We don't know how good Errol Spence is going to look. But if I'm totally honest, I favour Manny Pacquiao now in that fight. And actually, after the Sean Porter fight, I will say this. After the Sean Porter fight, I felt, although Manny has a completely different style to Sean Porter, and we can't really judge because, as we know, styles make fights. I kind of saw that, yeah, although styles make fights, I don't know whether Errol Spence's punching power is that much. I think he can punch, but I don't think he's that big a puncher that we first initially thought. And we saw that in the Porter fight. We also saw that in the Brook fight where Brook ate his punches. So I think Manny, again, he's got a great chin. I think Manny's got a great work rate, and I think he can outbox. I mean, not necessarily outbox. I believe he can outwork Errol Spence. I think what Errol Spence showed in the fight against Porter and the other fights against Kell Brook, that Errol Spence has got a good whiskers. He's got a good chin. So it's not going to be easy for Manny to knock out someone like Errol Spence. Errol Spence is very sturdy, very, very tough. But he can definitely outwork him. And I think I would favour Manny now. I think Manny's speed would cause him a lot of trouble. I think Manny needs to be active. He needs to move his feet. He needs to use his feet in the fight. And if he does that, I think he has a very good chance of beating Errol Spence. I think the accident has not helped Errol Spence at all. I think not just the fact that he's obviously going to have to overcome his physical injuries that he suffered, but mentally he's going to have to overcome a lot as well. Because when you suffer something so tragic in your life, which almost took away his life, there's mental barriers that you've got to overcome, right? Is he going to be the same man? When he gets hit, how's he going to feel? How's his body going to react to be taking punches? You just don't know, because like I said, when you beat death, like he was very close to death, right? You just don't know what his confidence levels are going to be when he gets back in that ring. So Errol Spence is going to have to overcome a lot of demons, and this is why I favour Manny Pacquiao, because I think Errol Spence has got to overcome a lot. If Errol Spence is able to overcome and go on to beat Pacquiao, beat Crawford, Errol Spence is, for me, is going to go on to become a legend, because like I said, a lot of fighters are not able to overcome, or most sportsmen are not able to overcome such horrific injuries like that. And not so much the physical, but mental injuries that he had. And he did have injuries as well. Those scarrings that you have mentally and physically from that accident, because that was a horrific accident. And even months after, he didn't speak to the media. That again showed how severe the situation was. And even when we heard him speak for the first time, right, he didn't sound too great. So you can imagine what kind of state he was. And even now, he's not doing much media. If we're honest, that he only gave one interview, right, since the accident, and he didn't sound great in that interview. So you can imagine how bad that accident was. Yes, we know he's training, but yet he's still not giving interviews. So again, I think this is the best time for Manny to pounce, and potentially, if he can get a fight with Errol at the end of the year or summer, I think the quicker that Manny can make that fight, I think the better for him. However, the only problem is I don't want Manny to fight Errol Spence and then go into a fight with Terence Crawford for the undisputed. I'd prefer them two to fight it out and the winner fights Manny, because I don't think Manny really cares whoever he faces. I think he knows that either one's going to be a tough fight, right? So I think he should let them two fight it out and fight the winner for the undisputed mantle, because firstly, Manny's old, you're right. You don't want to kill himself by fighting both killers like that. Let both of them fight it out, batter each other, and then fight the winner. That's what I think should happen. But let's see. But I do think he can beat Errol Spence now. If I'm totally honest with you, I'd favour him. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.